Yeah, good morning. Today we are going to discuss about trigonometry. So, trigonometry means the name itself has meaning, that is three angles measure. That is tri means three, conia means angle, metron means measure. Right? Now, in this chapter, we have to learn four segments, four cases. The introduction. The major case one is trigonometric ratios. Trigonometric ratios of some specific angles or nothing but standard angles. Trigonometric ratios of complementary angles, and finally trigonometric identities. Apart from that, we have to learn some applications, means applications of trigonometry, where we are using, why we are using all the trigonometric concepts, right? Here, what is trigonometry? So trigonometry is a branch of mathematics that studies triangles and the relationship between their sides and the angles between the sides. So here in trigonometry, here we are using only right angle triangle. Why we are using only right angle triangle? Means the major application of trigonometry is to find the heights and distances of any objects. So that's why we are using right angle triangle. Yes. Next, here before going to discuss trigonometric concepts, we need to understand about Pythagoras theorem as well as Pythagorean triplets. Pythagorean triplets means the numbers which satisfies Pythagoras theorem, then they are called Pythagorean triplets. Here 3, 4, 5 are Pythagorean triplets. Why 3, 4, 5 are Pythagorean triplets? As per the Pythagoras statement or Pythagoras theorem, the hypotenuse square is equal to the sum of other two side squares, right? So here the greatest number, the biggest value is nothing but hypotenuse. The hypotenuse square means 5 square equal to 3 square plus 4 square. Yes, it satisfies. 25 equal to 25. Yes, it satisfies. That's why the given numbers 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 10. Similarly 17, 144, 145 are the Pythagorean triplets. So if you learn some Pythagorean triplets, you can easily understand, we can easily write the solutions whenever the examiner may give the questions, right? So the first concept, the three trigonometric ratios. So in trigonometry, we are having the three major trigonometric ratios, that is sine theta, cos theta, tan theta. The full form of sine is sin, sine, but as per our representation, here we are going to take sin, right? Cosine means simply we are taking as cos. Similarly tan means tangent, right? So with the representation of right angle triangle here, so beside we are having one right angle triangle, that is hypotenuse, opposite side and adjacent side, right? So sine theta means, so as per our representation, simply we are highlighting some numbers SOH. So sine theta means opposite side by hypotenuse, cos theta adjacent side by hypotenuse, and tan theta opposite side by adjacent side, right? So here simply we can easily remember opposite to theta is called opposite side. So we have to identify where there is opposite side, means opposite to theta. Hypotenuse is always fixed. The route of the rest of the two sides we have to decide. So how can we identify opposite side? Means opposite to theta, right? So next here we have three more trigonometric ratios, that is cosecant theta, secant theta and cot theta. Cosecant theta, secant theta and cot theta. So all these three are reciprocals of first three. Sine, cosine, both of them are reciprocal to each other, or multiplicative inverse we call as sine theta equals to 1 by cosecant theta, or else cosecant theta equal to 1 by sine theta. Similarly we can define simply cosecant theta means hypotenuse by opposite side, secant theta is hypotenuse by adjacent side, cot theta means adjacent side by opposite side. So totally we are having 6 trigonometric ratios. So how to find the values of the ratios whenever the examiner may give the questions of sine or cos or tan? So here we have one of the example here. So 6, 8, 10, already we have some examples here. For example, sometimes the examiner may give, if sine theta equals to 6 by 10, find cos theta, tan theta. So whenever the examiner may give the questions, by using Pythagoras theorem we need to find out the third side and we can write the values of cos and tan, right? So after that, standard angles, trigonometric ratios for standard angles. So here we are having some table. So here 0, 30, 45, 60, 90 are the standard angles or specific angles. So here we are having the values for each and every angle. So whenever the examiner may give the question, simply we are going to substitute the values and find the values of each and every question. Sin 30, cos 30 means, so here we are going to write the values. And after that, so here not only standard angles, we are going to find out 15, 30 and 75 degrees also, right? So all these values we are going to find out for further studies like +1, +2 or intermediate, right? The next one is complementary angles. If A and B are any two angles, then A equals to B minus 90 or B equals to 90 minus A. So A and B are complementary to each other. Here we can apply the trigonometric ratios for complementary angles. Sin theta equals to cos 90 minus theta. Similarly, cot theta equal to cos 90 minus theta. Here we have some examples of trigonometric ratios for complementary angles. Simply we are going to write 90 minus something. We can solve n number of questions, right? So finally, trigonometric identities. These are the most important one. So whenever the examiner may give the major questions like trigonometric identities, simply we are using all these identities. So based on these identities, we are having some more sub identities. So we are writing cos square plus sin square equal to 1 plus tan square equal to x square, 1 plus cot square equal to cosec square. So cos square equal to 1 minus sin square we can write. So by using this we can write some more identities, right? So here we have a lot of applications, means where we are using, why we are using, by construction field, while observing the kite, while we want to find out the height of the tree or buildings. So we have a lot of applications on trigonometry. And finally, we have some conclusion part. Trigonometry is a branch of mathematics with several important and useful applications. Hence, it attracts more and more research with several theories published by here. So please try to learn more applications. Right? Thank you.